Scarborough's own The Weeknd took center stage during last night's Super Bowl halftime show. So happy watching that. And Richard, there are plenty of clever comments popping up on social media, and most of them have to do with one particular scene in that performance. I really enjoyed these.
Yeah, so, he went backstage at one point and they had constructed this hallway and it kind of looked like a fun house, I guess, right, Erica?
Right.
And here we go, he's going back there. And, he kind of looked around a little bit bewildered. And it was a great bit of camera work, too, I'd have to say, when they went back there.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, it did spur on some very interesting, funny memes. The people on the internet were working overtime. One guy said, Erica, he goes, this is basically like me trying to find my mom in the grocery store. Right, loser.
Yeah,
the user
we've all
said,
been there. Yeah.
exactly, where's mom when you're 3 years old? What the first 5 minutes after your ADHD meds kick in feel like. Someone else said, hey, that's me looking for my friends when the bars close at 2 a.m.
Yep.
Back when we could go out at 2 a.m. to the bars. And finally says it's when my mom tries to FaceTime me. Has no idea what she's doing. Honorable mention goes to one person said it's a journalist looking for a lead 15 minutes before deadline.
Nice.
So I think we can relate.
That's a good
to
one.
Erica.
That's me looking for my camera person after a late news conference. Where is he?
I'm happy to see The Weeknd do well, but I wasn't as big of a fan of the show as you were. You loved the show, and I'm glad you liked it, but I thought it was a little flat.
I know. This is a point of contention between us. I don't know if our friendship can continue. But anyway, moving along, Tesla continues to reinvent the automobile, including the steering wheel, Richard.
So this is pretty cool. New Tesla models coming out. And look at the steering wheel, Eric. It's kind of like a half wheel, kind of like an airplane yoke almost. And that's not the only change. The car doesn't have a gear shifter or any turn signals. So how do you put it in reverse? How do you signal a right turn? Well, Elon Musk says the car will guess which direction you want to drive based on what obstacles are around and, where you are on the navigation map. But you can override all this with the touchscreen. So it's basically going to guess when you're making a turn and guess all this, which I don't know if that sounds too safe, Eric.
I don't know. I'm going to end up in some small town in Ontario at some point trying to get to work.
Or in a ditch somewhere, yeah.
And finally, we could be learning a lot more about the planet Mars in the coming days and weeks.
So this is super cool. I love this. And we'll talk about this throughout the week as it's happening here. But 3 spacecraft are going to land in quick succession at the Red Planet starting this week. The United Arab Emirates will have an orbiter that will reach Mars tomorrow, followed less than 24 hours by China, which has an orbiter and a rover combo. The rover's not going to go down until May, but it's going to be all eyes on the next U.S. rover mission called Perseverance, which will try and make a landing next Thursday. Perseverance is aiming for an ancient river delta that they think is going to be a good spot for harboring life. This is going to have a little helicopter attached to it, and it's going to show high-definition video and pictures like we've never seen before. So that's pretty cool stuff, don't you think?
Interesting. Will we find Martians? We don't know. Right?
Who knows what we'll see, Eric? Could see some little green men. Who knows?
All right. Thanks, Richard. We'll see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.